High School will lead the 1K walk to stop stroke this weekend for the American Heart Association.
He had a stroke at the age of 17, and as medical reporter Liz Bonus explains, has really shown his teammates the true definition of teamwork.
It's good to be back at it again, working out.
He's back to daily workouts with his lacrosse coach now. But just a few months ago, David Moskowitz noticed one day after practice, his tongue and his lips began to feel funny.
And then while studying, I realized my whole right side of my face is numb.
David was eventually transported to the hospital. He had a series of tests. And then he found out something remarkable. Something in his brain was present, and they couldn't cure it. And it had caused something he'd never even heard about before, a young person having a stroke.
So David has an arteriovenous malformation, which is where the arteries and veins come together in a way that they're not supposed to, and that predisposes for bleeding into the brain, and that's the kind of stroke that David had.
Never once did I believe my 17-year-old child was having a stroke.
The irony is that it's lacrosse that may be helping to save David's life.
Recovering from a stroke is a team sport.
David's teammates will walk with him and raise awareness at this year's 1K walk to fight heart disease and stroke for the American Heart Association.
And I think it's a great way to promote that strokes can happen to anyone.
We want everyone to know what's going on and try to raise money to help David and other kids who suffer from what he's suffering from.
You see, David says never once did he even think about giving up the sport he loves so much.
And I just didn't want to think that because it was my life.
To see him on the lacrosse field, he comes out to practice every day. He's got a huge smile, even though he's had a hard day.
Those hard days now, however, have a new purpose and a new message David wants all of us to hear.
I'm 17, I'm an athlete, I was in the best shape of my life, and it happened to me, so it can happen to anyone.
At Sycamore High School, Liz Bonus, Local 12 News.
David is still in treatment and will be for quite a while. You can still show up for the Heart Walk or Run on Sunday. We have a link with all the details at local12.com.